Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while, but welcome back to the Drafted Pages podcast. Happy to start this back up again. Wanted to just take the first episode, fill you in on where I've been, why there haven't been any episodes, kind of lay the groundwork for what's to come ahead, and talk about the revamp, the refurbish of the logo, the rebranding of everything, and what you can expect from this podcast moving forward, as I've made some promises in the past that just didn't come to fold. So first, where have I been? I think the last episode was the 3-day water fast that happened in February. So a couple of months on this hiatus, and even before that episode, it was really hit or miss. It wasn't that weekly routine that we had going in the beginning. And a big part of that is I got engaged, proposed to my longtime girlfriend, Jocelyn. If you didn't know, now you know. And yeah, so that kind of took the main focus of a lot of things going on in my life. There was a lot of things to figure out with that, and also planning for the wedding. So you can imagine the difficulty and the time crunch with everything. Work to start this year has been pretty crazy, different and things like that. So in short, just a lot of things changed in a short period of time with my life and with the people around. And I needed some time away. I needed to focus on those things and take time away from the podcast. But it's something I really enjoyed doing. It's something that I really had fun with. The guests that were on, they had fun. So definitely want to bring this back. You know, it was always just a fun, creative project, but hopefully with some added focus, with some, new things we've learned along the way over that past year that we did for the first time. We can really kick this off and have this be a steady going podcast, and hopefully get some good material out of it again. So that's kind of where I was. What to expect from this moving forward. Not every Saturday. My plan is to have 2 episodes a month, and on every other Saturday, to kind of help ease into the podcast making again. I want to, be consistent in that way for a month or two, see how it goes. Usually when I start, or at least when I started the last time, I had a plethora of episodes and content that I wanted to get out there. And so it was very easy to keep that routine of every Saturday. But like I said, a lot has changed in my life. A lot is still going on. So just to ease back into it, every other Saturday will be the plan. And there will be a lot more guests this time. A lot less solo stuff going on. We're going to have new faces join the podcast. First and foremost should be my fiance in the next episode. Fingers crossed she actually does one. She's been kind of pushing that off, but I think I'm going to get her to do one here soon and record that. So we'll have that out next, as that's, a big part of my life now. A big part of this podcast moving forward is going to be her in them, and hopefully we can kind of lead them together, and we'll see what that grows into. But that's just a thought I have. We'll see how much she likes it. It's really on her. So that's what to expect. A lot more guests every other Saturday as we kind of ease into this. I think this episode will still have the old, I guess you could call it nostalgic intro and outro. But you can see on Spotify and on this thumbnail for YouTube that it's going to have a new logo going forward, just kind of rebranding some things as we want to take this into the future, start what I'm calling a second season of this podcast. And yeah, have some familiar faces join. Would love to, we're going to have some more sports talks going. Phillies have been really good to start the year. Going to have Jeff and Jimmy rejoin the show. Going to have my dad and older brother join the show. Going to have Lexi join the show. Lots of sports talk to go on. The Stanley Cup final, as of right now, is still going on. So we'll definitely get a recap of the whole NHL season in there. Football season will be here before we'll know it. So we'll get some content on that as well. So kind of the usual stuff that you've been listening to before. We'll probably get into some more new guests, I would hope, to have outside of just Jocelyn here, and talk about their stories, their testimonies, faith, and everything like that. I think that would be awesome. just to get some new blood in here, get to revamp this and get some energy going back into the podcast. So that's basically everything I'm trying to remember on my feed. I didn't write a script for this one. If there was anything else to touch on, but I guess the other topics would be family and politics as well. There's been a lot going on in the world, a lot more that I would love to just discuss family-wise about our history and just growing up, and just to have all that documented. I think that's always really cool, as my my family itself is growing as of this moment. So it's always exciting. There's still some family members that we need to get on this podcast. If you're listening, shoot me a text. Let's get something scheduled. Even though we're far away, we can always do things through the computer and get that on there. So that would be great. But yes, definitely some new stuff coming. Just trying to flex these creative muscles again, get some content going, and I hope you are excited for what's to come, because I'm excited to start this up again, have some content going, and I hope you guys enjoy. So let me know how you like the new logo. Let me know what you're excited about, what topics you would like to see in the second season. If there's anything that really stood out to you that first season, any old episodes that you're like, man, that deserves a second part, or any clips or anything like that, would love to know. So for now, we're signing off, and we'll see you in 2 Saturdays. Peace.